Welcome. Today, if you check the description, you might saw we are doing car stuff and chopping firewood and maybe some detailing. Um, Probably an engine swap too. Well, yeah, I guess you could call it a swap because it's going from one vehicle to another. But just taking a moment, smoke a cigarette, collect my thoughts, get ready to endure this hot heat, man. It's hot in Georgia. Right here is the beast we're going to be working on today. As you see, I already started a little bit. I took out the lungs of the vehicle already. I went ahead and disconnected the battery as well. On this one, you would think it would be here. Nope, that's just fuses. Jumper connections. But battery's actually down here under the windshield, not windshield wiper, headlight. Speaking of headlight, this one needs touching up. I'll show you guys how to do that. I think I have the sandpaper to do it. When doing headlights, you need the much finer grits. You're talking about 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 up there. Because you don't really want to put deep scratches into this plastic. You just want to get the outer layers, and then what you could do with a can of clear coat, you spray it over after you get it nice and hazy. It's good. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to look like this, but uniformly all the way around. That way, the spray paint, not spray paint, but you get what I'm saying. You could get in an aerosol can if you're just touching up your headlights. Um, you get the 2K clear coat. And the only difference that I'm able to tell from the whole 1K, 2K is that they have like a built-in hardener in the 2K, and the 1K doesn't have that hardener. So do your own research and make sure if you are going to try this, do it at your own risk. This is just educational purposes only. Um, but yeah, that's how you would fix up your headlights. You could do it by hand or with a machine polisher. But yeah, getting back to the task at hand, we're going to be taking this engine out. Excuse me, young lady. Taking that engine out and putting it back into this Jeep Compass. Because the fool I was, I thought, oh, you just need to match up the engines and you could swap them. Wrong. They have to be within 2 years of the other car. It's heavy. I want to check. But yeah, I ripped out the engine from this Jeep Compass 2008, and I tried to stick it into that Dodge Avenger. Got some new scratch marks on it. Must have been when I was moving it. But I got all the guts inside right here. The respiratory system. Yeah, that's part of the airbox. This is your intake manifold. This right here, this orange piece, that's a gasket. That's what gives it that nice, what's it called? Compression. You need good compression in order to get that explosion inside the piston area. Right here is where you would mount, oh, sorry, it's trying to change orientation. Right here is where you mount your your throttle body, the little coolant tanks and whatnot. But yeah, that's gonna be the task for today. Maybe some detail work. Back there is where I have my other little project. It was my daily driver until the engine blew up. I worked it too hard and I forgot to check the oil level on it, and so it ran hot, blew up. Wasn't fun. I started to do a repaint on it. That's why you see all these little drip lines and whatnot. Because after I repainted it, I never got around to wet sanding. But there was some areas here up, and I wet sanded it a good bit. You can hardly tell. Well, right now it's dirty, but still. This whole panel, you can see it faintly right here, 'cause there's a lot of orange peel. And orange peel, just like what it sounds, it looks like the texture of an orange. That's how you know a car has been repainted. But yeah, this is my first live, so I'm trying to figure out how to get the chat working, or how to do anything, to be honest with you guys. I guess I would have to like watch it on another screen. But yeah. Let's see if I can find where the holes were. Where the holes at? Yeah. When I got this car, I got it for $1,200. It had basically no coolant. Power steering fluid was down below the minimum. It was running really hot. So, first thing I did when I got home, changed out the fluids. I checked, it didn't have an air filter inside, so I had to go buy a new air filter for it. You know, did an oil change, did a transmission fluid change. I even got new engine mounts for it too. These are brand spanking new. Let's see if I can get enough space under it. No, probably not. But it got two big old holes in it. I don't know if you guys can see it in the light, but there's an oil trail from where I had to drive it in. Let me close it back up. But yeah, it was scary. I'm not gonna lie. It was scary trying to repaint, because when it comes out all bad looking, you just want to quit and give up. This is the side that was gonna be next, that I just never got around to because, you know, engine blew up. Why even bother? But I will end up bringing this car back to life. It'll cost about $1,000. $500 for a new engine. It needs new rotors. They're like that thin. New rotors, $1,000. The torque converter's going out, and not to mention finishing up the paint job. So, but yeah, what you want to do is you're gonna scratch up the car with your sandpaper, and it's gonna look really bad. You're gonna be scared shitless. I know I was, but the same way you see this side. Ooh, that was weird. The live went buggy. But anyway, the same way you see the side. What the hell? The live is bugging. The live is bugging. Anyways, that's enough about these cars. There's a Jeep Compass. That's not mine. That's a family friend. They're parking. I probably shouldn't be showing the tag, but oops. Previous owner, they painted the brake pads, or brake disc, excuse me. I'm assuming, because it don't look like that's factory. But they got brand new tires. At first, I was just gonna rip the engine out and then part it, but then my mom started liking it, so I was like, all right, since the engine doesn't work in the other vehicle, I'll put it back. Yeah, one of the axles fell out. But I started to take off the wiring. There's no real order. You can do a systemic approach to where you go, okay, what are all the systems connected to the engine? How do they involve with each other? Or you could just start unplugging things. But that's where you get into the problem of, oh crap, do I remember where this goes back to? Nope. Thankfully, though, with cars, they're already, the hard part is done for you, the engineering of it. You just need to remember the placement, and if you can't remember, take a picture. We shouldn't have to touch too much of it here. We could leave the transmission stuff alone because we just need to separate the engine from the transmission. This is the transmission mount. Pretty obvious. Transmission mount. I should have an engine mount, but I was too lazy to put it in. It goes right there on that rubber piece that's all rusty looking. This is your power steering fluid. Tells you right there. Power steering fluid. If you follow the lines, what could this be? Your power steering pump. And then obviously power steering line. This is your low pressure line. How do you know that? Because if we follow it down, I know because I had to take this whole flipping line off and install the one from there. So now I need to take the same line off, put it back on there, because I can't do the engine swap on this. Not because I can't, is because the ECU or ECM, engine control unit or module, it doesn't want to recognize the engine. So what happens is it doesn't get enough spark. It gets fuel. I already verified that. All the other systems working. It gets fuel. It just not getting spark. So like I was saying, this is your alternator. Like I said, this is just my car. It's a Dodge 2013 Avenger. Yours might be a different spot. Just know this is what they would look like. Down here at the bottom, that's your AC compressor. And actually, while I'm at it, I just realized I don't have my jacks or jack stand. So let's make a detour, go pick them up. Mailman. There's one of them. I guess we gotta one-hand it. Not used to this live streaming stuff. If you guys haven't seen my other videos, check them out about the cleaning out the tanks. I guess I could make a quick detour, give you guys an update on that. After all, I'm filming multiple videos right now. So, 3, 2, 1, thumbnail. Wait, that would be a better thumbnail. Or maybe that. What if I'm not even holding it? And action. What's up, guys? Here's an update on the tanks. So what I did, got some granules, measured it out. I had ChatGPT tell me how many grams to ounces ratio, and then filled each tank up with that amount. Slash still filling up because I need to wait on my uncle. He has the pump. But what I did, I had it convert grams to ounces. You know, solid mass versus a liquid. Dumped it, filled it to the brim, let it sit overnight. I'm about to take the water out, put it into that top one, put this water, or excuse me, put that water into here. I might have to go here to there in order to move it because they are really heavy. Just with like a tiny amount of water in it, super heavy. But that's the battery I was using for the pump, a little 12-volt pump. I need to get that water into here because that one already done its first cycle. It needs to get rinsed out. This top one, it's not going to be safe enough for drinking, unfortunately, because I think it has too much rust at the bottom. You see, and it might be on the outside, but I don't want to risk it because why even bother? So let me climb down safely. Ah! Almost died. But why even risk it? So I'm gonna make this top one for only outdoor usage, so like gardening or whatever. 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be safe drinking water. I'm gonna try and sell this one because this one is in the best shape out of all of them. That's the granules, calcified calcium granules, dried up. It needs another bath. But yeah, PSA, if you guys don't know, fill all the gaps and cracks in your home, making it airtight as possible, not only for energy purposes, so that if there is any nuclear fallout and you're not in the blast radius, you have a chance to survive it more better. Look at my grammar. Surviving it better. What you need to do is get trash bags. You can use trash bags or a different type of, plastic material like that, and you can cover up your windows from the inside. Seal it with duct tape or however. Duct tape is the best, cheapest one. And then from there, you just have your air filtration to worry about. We still need to convert that into a straight pipe with multiple bends so that as it sucks in air, whatever contaminants, in our case nuclear fallout contaminants, they'll get stopped at each bend and less and less and less will pass through. So essentially what we'll do is we'll take that top piece off because that's where the fireplace is. We'll take that top piece off and weld onto it a whatchamacallit, what I just described. There's the chickens. Bark, 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 bark. God dang it, I left the jack stand over there. You guys let me leave the jack over at the flipping. The whole thing we went over there for. Come on, guys. I want to see how to see the chat. Or maybe I am seeing it. This sucks one-handed. I see what YouTubers are talking about with the whole being one-handed thing. Oh, fingers covered. Yeah, it has some body damage. here. Come here. Oh, I forgot to show you the latest toy. Oh yeah, I did tie this thing down. Shit. Anyway, it's a cherry picker. Pull engines out. Oh shit. Kabow. Anyways. Manifold gauges. That's the old belt that used to be on there to the engine. I had scrapped already because I didn't want to, you know, have it sitting on my table the whole day. Yeah, I guess let me get started with taking the wires off. Look at this contraption I found. That's what you guys are gonna be sitting in. All right. There we go. Place it like that. Oh, oh, oh. Stop trying to switch. Stop trying to switch. Oh, I broke it. I broke it. I already broke it. AC compressor. Throttle. This opens up, lets more air in. Oh, God, this thing hates me. It wants to rotate it all the time. It opens up and it lets air go inside to the engine, and that's what gives it that meow, meow, meow. God, I'm sweating like crazy already. Wiring harness. This is the, what is it called? Holy crap, I can't think. Everything is so much pressure when you're under a camera. Fuel injection. Yeah, fuel injections. Fuel injectors. There we go. Now we smart. That's the, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. This whole rail comes out. I just want it disconnected so we can move the wire harness. Anyways, let me just shut up and do it. Oh, I remember why I stopped. This bad mama jama. It hates me. It does not want to come out for the life of me. Oh my God. That's why I stopped. I remember now. I knew I should have turned the thing a little bit more left, because I actually installed this new sensor, and I wanted to make sure it was tight. Oh, camera's not even on it. I installed that new sensor and I want to make sure it was tight, so I kept turning it, and I turned it too far to where you need to press on this back side to unlock it. I could have had it on this side, but I kept spinning. So that's on me, I guess. I should take the belt off, but I don't feel like it yet. To take this bad boy off, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one is back behind those connectors. 5 little nuts. Yeah, that's right, I said it, nuts. 5 nuts are holding them on. You need an extension to reach back there. It's a bit of a pain. Try not to break yours. Otherwise, it becomes a nice heavy magic wand. Leviosa. Leviosa. Do I have my other jack? He stole my other jack. That's what's up. Whatever. Oh yeah, wood chopping. It's on the menu today. Or I guess I should say I'm making a video of it, but nothing crazy. I'm waiting for the sun to go down. It's freaking beaming. It is beaming. It's like 200 degrees. Dragonflies are loving it over there. I've been seeing a crazy amount. There's 1, 2, 3. That's a little small one. 4, 5. I'll give you guys a 101 on wood chopping techniques. How to stay safe is the most important part, because shit, you swing that axe the wrong way and it bounces off. It go bink into your knee or shin. God damn, it hurts. I need to stop saying that. It's blasphemous. But yeah, I chopped most of this myself. We've been selling some of it. By we, I mean my uncle. No consideration, man. No consideration. Trying to prep for the end, and they just want to set you back. Talking about, oh, we need to worry about the now. Come on, man. What's now if not tomorrow, but yesterday? You know? I don't think you know. Here's our products. And you'll just accumulate this as you go. I think that was a gift. Yeah, I'm not spending no expensive money like that. Come on. This came part of a clay kit, so just some household thing. Adhesive liner, you know. Polish. This is actually paint correction. Had it for the Nissan. These, I don't really get too much use out of. I really ought to just, you know, get rid of them. But, you know, car guys gotta hoard everything. Drill bit for when you get a stuck drill bit, you have to drill a little bit out of it to get it started. Then you come over and you hit it with one of these extraction kits. By drilling out a little bit with the other piece, this will drill into it and it will help grab onto the bolt or nut, whatever it is. I'll wipe the camera off. It will grab onto it and pull it out for you. So, very handy thing to have. You are going to break a lot of nuts and bolts and nuts. Oh, that's another thing we could do. A little rust remover. We're going to get all the rust out of these nuts and bolts. That way they're ready to go back into there or back into there, whichever one it goes in. I don't know, because I mixed it all up. Because I'm kind of dumb. Anyways. How long it says? 30 minutes? Yeah. Sometimes, you know, it's just not worth it to do the whole pulling it out, pulling the metal out, so just cover it up. Cover it up. I haven't got a chance to use this yet, so I can't give any ratings or on the ratings, whatever. Sanding block. You don't need expensive tools to get started. The one thing I learned is that you just gotta start and go for it. Because part of the whole manifestation thing and believing that it will happen, part of it is taking action. So That's what a lot of people don't preach. Is you got to take the action. I missed. I'm trying to get it to stick. There you go. Good enough. I've been looking for this. We got a small, or our big buffer. This is part of the steamer. A little drill brush. Keep my good rags in here. Got some Velcro. I don't know why. Just cause. The small polisher orbital cutting tool. Got a hot glue gun and a soldering gun. A lot of guns, yeah. Well, let me pick this guy up. That's the spot cleaner right there. Yeah. I'm trying to twist the handle, but they left it out in the rain too much. So now it's all rusted. See if I get you guys propped on an angle. She's down. She's down. With these, you're now an expert. Now to jack up a car, you generally you want to do it from the left or the right hand side. Like I said, do as I say, not as I do. This is a dangerous technique where you bump it from the middle. But this is dangerous because if you're not on flat level ground, you can easily tip over the wrong way. And you're like, uh-oh, I done fucked my car up. Yeah, you did, Billy. Yeah, you did. But for me, I have an engine mount right here. That's my front mount, so that should give me enough it should resist the upward force enough is what I'm trying to say. So pump it down, and watch it go up. Let me see if I can prop you guys. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, the car is off the ground. Let's see if I can get that. We need a little bit more. All right, let's give it a try. And obviously, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at after I get it nice and safe. All right, now that I got the car safely on, I don't know if you guys drips, we got to investigate those drips, where those are coming from, because the car hasn't been running. I don't know why anything should be dripping. Anyway, now that we got it safely on stands, you could tell that it's not leveled, because if you see on that jack stand, I have enough space for the entire holding block, but on this one I had to cram that one in there. So that's why this method is very unsafe. Even if I thought I thought I got it as level as possible, even still it wasn't level enough. So lowering it, I have to be a little delicate, make sure I don't drop it. Let me get you guys standing up. Right now I'm easing it on down. I don't know why for me this is always very worrisome. All right, and it's on the jack stand. We did it. We did it. Also, if you're doing this on grass, one consideration is, unless you use a wood plank stretching across like that to distribute the weight, your jack stands or jack will sink into the ground. I don't know if you guys can see. Here, I'll move it out the way. You see those indentations? Just from that one quick couple minutes of having the car raised, gravity exerted enough pressure so that the jack would sink into the ground, and let's say I left it overnight, it would continue to sink. Same for those jack stands if they're not on a wooden or something to distribute the weight. It doesn't have to go all the way across. It's just easier if you have one long plank, boop, slide it under, or if you don't, just some wood pieces, 2x2s. Okay. Step one, I'm gonna come back to this because I don't really want to bother with it right now. It's way too hot. I'm gonna get the fluids draining because we got to take this off. Take this off. I'm gonna leave the radiator because I got it out once without taking the radiator out and the fans. So I'm gonna leave it. Here's your fans. This is the radiator. The reason why you gotta change. Sorry. My sweat keeps dripping onto the phone. Oh. Magnificate. There you go. I have control. But yeah, your radiator. These little dents or whatever from bugs hitting it, rocks that get past your grill, or just debris in general, it will clog up these passages and it won't be able to cool off the fluid. And when it gets too blocked up, that's what I'm saying. Too damaged, too blocked up. But yeah. Bing. I did have it sitting with oil and a whole bunch of sweat just dripped onto my phone. Man, I might have to go inside and take a break. So we got to take the oil out, the remaining coolant and fluids that are inside the engine. Right here is my water temperature sensor. These are passageways, your lower, upper radiator hoses, lower, upper, lower. It's kind of obvious why, you know what I mean? This goes to the lower radiator, it goes to the upper, and it cycles through. Ooh, 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 ooh. Cycles through the coolant. So I'm gonna end the live here and I'll come back later. Yeah, I'm gonna end the live here and come back later when it's not 5,000 degrees outside. So catch you guys later. Peace.